the whales in their pools die young, they like to say that all orcas die at 25 or 30 years.
25 to 35 years.
25 to 35 years.
They're documented in the wild, living to be about 35 and mid-30s. They tend to live a lot longer in this environment because they have all the veterinary care.
And of course, that's false. We knew by 1980, after half a dozen years of the research, that they live equivalent to human lifespans. And every other potentially embarrassing fact is twisted and turned and denied one way or another.
So in the wild, they live less.
Dorsal fins.
25% of whales have a fin that turns over like that as they get older.
Dorsal collapse happens in less than 1% of wild killer whales. We know this. All of the captive males, 100%, have collapsed dorsal fins.
That the whales are in their family. They have their pods, but that's just an artificial assemblage of their collection, however management decides they should mix them, and whichever ones happen to be born or bought and brought in. That's not a family.
Rancho's spotter testified about the way he remembered seeing this whale till it come pulled Dawn into the water before ultimately killing her. What did he say?
His story was a little bit different today than what he told the Orange County Sheriff's Office. And of course, this story keeps evolving over time. Initially, she fell in and drowned. Then we were told that she was pulled in by her ponytail. Today, his story changed a little bit. He said that Dawn was lying on her back in the water, doing what's called a layout with Tillicum, where Tillicum also gets on his back, and they were laying on their back together. Then he said Dawn got up on her knees, and then he said the next thing he saw was Dawn pulling at her ponytail. Well, under cross-examination from John Black, the OSHA attorney, Jan admitted that Dawn was lying in the opposite direction, so he couldn't actually see her hair. He just assumed that it went into Tillicum's mouth. And of course, his testimony completely contradicts what other people have said, including a sworn witness earlier this week, a former NYPD officer, who said that Dawn was pulled in by her arm. He said it looked like she was giving a left-hand turn signal as she went in. Now, Jan works for the FBI, so he's a credible witness as well.
So what's the significance of